Good morning everyone. Well, today we are going to try and tackle the profile or portfolio question. By the way, you chose this subject in the pool yourself. This is Funeka Ngxitho, the Crypto Master Preneur Coach. Welcome and join us. This is one of our videos where we talk for only 5 to 10 minutes. We give you the chunks, the small baby chunks that you can chew without the technicalities of the cryptocurrency industry. Now, I've spoken to a few of you many times, and everybody would say, Funeka, you're saying we should learn how to choose coins and create our own portfolios, but there's 5,100 coins. How do you choose one? Like, it seems like a tantamount task. It is very challenging. You need to know what you're doing to understand how to select coins. It's not an easy task. There is no easy way. Without your research, it would be difficult to make a choice. Now, this is how a portfolio would look like. I deliberately removed the names of the coins here. The idea is not to influence you as to which coin to buy. And the idea is not to just feed you coins. The idea is to make you aware that how you select your coins in the market makes all the difference. You may have a situation where your portfolio, when it's a bull day, it should look like this. When it's a bad day, it must reflect as such. You cannot have a good portfolio if it's a bull day, 90% of it is red. If it's a bad day, it can be green. That would be nice. But you have to balance your portfolio properly so that it reflects that the coins that you've chosen are the coins that will last the market. Remember, I did a video with you where I showed you that you need to be very careful which industries, which sectors you are choosing the coins from. We don't just close our eyes and touch a board and select a coin. No, there's a lot of work that gets into that because we all know not all the 5,100 coins will make it to the bull run, and even those that make it to the bull run would have different amounts of margins and profits. So how you choose your coins to create your portfolio can determine whether you become a multimillionaire, a millionaire, or you just make enough to take a trip overseas. Now, I want you to pay attention to these amounts here, because this reflects more so on the type of caps, the coins that you choose, the type of caps that you choose. How you select your coins determine if you're selecting from small caps, medium caps, or big caps. The earnings in those capitalizations differ. All right, you will notice that very quickly if you do have a profile like we do have a profile. You will notice that your coins that are selected more so on the bigger caps tend to give a much better margin in terms of when the market is green. And your caps on your coins from the medium caps tend to stick in the middle in terms of earnings. It's like they are wired like that. And yes, it is true that the quantities that you buy, irrespective of the market cap, do make the difference. They do make the difference, guys. If you have 5 XRPs and I have 50 XRPs and someone else has 10,000 XRPs, it's going to be a completely different ball game, even though we all have the same coin with the same market cap. So what becomes important here is, I always say to people, you need to balance your portfolio. You cannot have a portfolio that has weighed in a lot on small caps or medium caps or large caps only. It has to be balanced. And you will notice that when you try to balance your caps, you will find yourself tapping into different industry of the coins by default, because you will notice that there are certain industries that tend to stick to low cap coins, and there are certain industries that tend to just show up in the big cap coins. So how you balance your portfolio would yield better results. I would not advise anyone, I'm not a financial advisor, but I would not say to a person, sell one type of product or buy one type of product. You have got to mix to balance your earnings. So it's not which coin you choose. Go back to the three, I think there's 4 other videos that I've done. I've done videos on sectors, on categories, on caps. I've done so many of them. That would guide you. And of course, you would ask your questions. How would this benefit you? What does it mean? What does it do to your bottom line on a daily basis? Okay? But the key thing here is that if the market is green, your portfolio needs to reflect that by having the majority of your coins in the green side of the market. If the market is red, then majority of your coins will be red. However, there will always be that 20-30% that sticks out and goes against the currents. That also shows strength in the portfolio that you have chosen. I know that some people would say, oh, you know what, Funeka, I don't have the time to just sit and do research and check which coins. Why don't you just tell me the ones you have and I'll buy them? Like, no, it doesn't work like that. Okay? It doesn't work like that. If you do our trainings, you will understand how to select coins. And yes, we have built portfolios in our team, especially the private groups. If you join the private groups, eventually you will tap into some of the coins that we have selected and decided this is a balanced portfolio for us. Not for you, not anybody else, but for us. With the understanding that we have accumulated, and with not just doing it on our own, because we also have support of other forums and other leaders in the industry that we are following. And of course, we have our ears on the ground. But more so, we understand where is the money going to come from in this particular uprun that is coming. And of course, with the phenomenon that's going to happen in May, we understand that ICOs were for 2018 and 2017. With the regulations that are happening at this point, many ICOs will not make it. So it becomes very important that you look at all industries around cryptocurrencies to make the proper selections of coins. Otherwise, you're going to find your portfolio is going against the current status of the market. I'm going to stop here because I start to sound like I'm preaching. But join our training. We can train you and we can teach you and we can show you what we do. Or better yet, you can join our private group and you can learn as much as you can with us. But I'm going to say bye. The coach is out.